Is this gonna happen right now?
Is this gonna happen?
What?
Oh my.
What is occurring right now? I guess we just flushed him and he was basking over there. What? Good morning, everybody. It's actually like noon right now, and we are headed out to do some Metro Atlanta 10 flipping and hiking with young Gabe over here. We're coming up on our first 10 of the day.
That's not good.
That's not good. Has someone gotten into it?
Want to see.
Somebody's been flipping your tent up and leaving it?
None of this is how it was before.
It's been marauded. All right, we got our first snake of the day, barely visible right here. I think it's a big rat snake. You can see some scales there.
Yep, you're right.
Nice. You can kind of see his tail there. Almost looks like he's got a skinny back half and a fat front half because he's got a recent meal. We'll see if we can get a better look at him though. He's definitely got a big meal in him. So we'll probably just leave him right there, but he just raided something and got himself a nice April meal. He's just digesting it here in the sun. Nice start to the day. We'll leave him alone. All right, second snake of the day, first flip snake. The classic worm snake under a rock with a bunch of ants. The lighting is pretty terrible today for getting video, so hopefully I'm not just completely shadowing him. Oh, Gabe found another worm snake. Next rock over. Back up, Terry. Well, it's there. And it's got a big rat snake. Nice.
Very full as well.
It's pretty.
They're healthy. Oh yeah, whatever was in that nest is probably exactly what it ate.
He ate the contents of his home. Very cool. Pretty second rat snake of the day. Nice black rat snakes here on the eastern Georgia Piedmont. We'll get a quick shot of him right there and leave him alone. This thing looks so good, and I'm so sad I haven't seen a snake under it yet. Oh, a copperhead.
Oh wow!
Look at that.
I've never seen a copperhead out here. It's a nice size one too.
Very nice.
I think this might be my first copper.
Very nice. Next snake of the day. The flipping is working. Love to see it. Get a quick shot of this guy too and leave him alone. Copperhead and snake number 3. So we're sitting here looking at the copperhead, and Gabe starts screaming kingsnake because a kingsnake has just crawled out from behind the board. Is this gonna happen right now?
Is this gonna happen?
What?
Oh my.
What is occurring right now? I guess we just flushed him and he was basking over there. What? The copperhead is so visibly nervous right now. I don't think the king is posing much of a threat right now, seeing as he hasn't decided to go for it yet. That's so weird. Like, Gabe was actively just like, should I grab him?
Yeah, you can.
Get this guy away from you. I know he's making you nervous. Well, there we go. One of the big goals of the day accomplished. A new county kingsnake for me. Under this thing that Gabe and I drug out here many moons ago. Actually, it wasn't that long ago, but this is the first time I've gotten to check it since we moved it. And very nice to see a kingsnake and a copperhead, which is now hiding in the grass right there somewhere. That was a really weird interaction. I think this king is just a little bit too small and going into a shed cycle to really bother with that copperhead, but we really thought it was going down for a second. I mean, he came around the corner and was crawling straight towards the copperhead. That was really weird. I wish I'd had my GoPro running when that happened, but I just cut it, and then suddenly Gabe starts screaming kingsnake. Like, where? What? All right, dude. Back to your castle. All right, we just had a little ringneck triple under some miscellaneous garbage. I wasn't running the GoPro, but snakes are flowing.
Is this hopping right here?
Yeah. So I just found this, which I'm kind of at a loss as to what it even is. It looks like a squirrel tree frog. I don't know why it's white. I'm kind of at a loss as to what I'm even looking at right now. But that is really cool. I'm gonna get a photo. There is something weird in the air today. Between this and the Kingsnake Copperhead incident, there's a lot of weirdness happening out here. I love it. This is probably a county record though. I mean, I find it very hard to believe that these have been documented here. And on top of that, why is he this way? I mean, that's gotta be one of the coolest looking frogs I've ever seen. Super, super weird thing to just look down and see hopping through the grass, a white tree frog. A white squirrel tree frog in Metro Atlanta, where any kind of squirrel tree frog is actually a pretty cool find. But yeah, we'll just leave him right there. As if today wasn't already good enough, we've got a nice mutant frog addition to the tally. All right, here's another worm snake. Other than ringnecks, that's got to be our most common snake so far today. The little front door. All right, we're gonna double flip this now and try not to get bit by this copperhead.
Let's scan around really quick, see anything obvious.
Don't.
Alright.
Yep, copperhead's back. Kingsnake's gone. All right, we'll leave him. All right, guys, we're kicking around some of this drier stuff right now. It's very, very sun exposed and warm, but one of the snakes we're hoping to see today doesn't mind that, so we'll poke around this stuff for the rest of the day and hopefully we can scratch off. Oh, there's a fence lizard hanging upside down right there. And this guy he's really dangling. So according to Gabe, this is a fringe tree. Really cool flowering going on right now. Tons of them out here on this little outcrop we're visiting today. All right, well, the snakes are still flowing, just mostly little guys of the worm snake variety so far. It's definitely starting to cool off a little bit as we move into the afternoon, and hopefully that will make the flipping a little bit better at the end of the day. Oh, he's getting in there.
Yeah, that's awesome. It's a really nice looking butterfly too. I'm so glad you saw that.
All right, Gabe and I are walking along this very, very tiny creek, and I spotted this guy plop into the water. Very, very, almost megacephalic looking eastern mud turtle. I think it's just a big one, but I mean, his jaw is beefy looking. Very cool. Not something that is at least reliably easily found. They're pretty common in a lot of parts of their range, but they're just kind of weird. You see a lot of them on accident unless you actively go out and night shine for them. They can be kind of tough to actually target, but this guy's kind of funny looking because he doesn't have a tail. He's just got a big butthole back there. Here's a look at this guy's head from the other side. This is a gnarly, old-looking mud turtle. Very cool. All right, big guy. Sorry we bothered you for so long. You're just quite the specimen. So graceful. Is this just this one set?
Yeah, just the double.
Never remember. Oh, look at that.
This is the same one that I've seen before.
That thing is huge.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Situ.
There is a huge eastern garter. We'll try to get a look at this lady in a second after pictures.
Like there's...
I'm gonna grab her
many,
if that's okay with you.
So many other states, they're just...
Oh my god, dude. That's ridiculous. Oh. Oh, no. So I may have gotten more poop from this snake than any snake we're gonna find today, but that is by far the biggest garter snake I have ever seen, at least eastern. It's like a normal sized plains garter snake from Colorado. Those things are huge, but look at this. I mean, this is a 3-foot garter, and it's girthy. What is that noise? Is that the stick on my head? It's built like a hognose snake. So cool. All right, we'll put her back and keep flipping.
So cool looking from the side.
Look at that belly.
Yeah.
What a snake. We've had a great day out here. I really was not expecting to see much today due to the kind of hot weather, but I don't think it got as hot as it was supposed to, and it never really felt hot today, so we still got a little bit of tin to flip, so we'll let this girl go and keep at it.
Oh, there's her.
Nice. All right, there is a racer. Nice.
First of the day.
Yeah, first of the day somehow at like 6 p.m. in the afternoon. But that's a good sign that our target snake could be under cover right now, so we're gonna let him go and keep flipping. And it looks like the ground's torn up right there. A copperhead!
Nice.
We had to get one eventually, and there it is. It's in a nice spot for pictures too. Well, Gabe and I were just wondering why we haven't seen any copperheads today. We normally see at least one at this flip spot, and there he is, the token copperhead of the day. But we'll just put his tin back and keep flipping. Like I said, we are running out of light soon, so we're gonna try to make the most of the next hour or so. See what else we can get into.
Yeah.
Actually, I completely forgot about that first big copperhead we saw today, because it was in an area where I wasn't really expecting one at all, and it kind of got overshadowed by the kingsnake. So this is our second copperhead of the day, but the first one at this area where we normally expect to see one. This time.
I don't know. We've had a racer under one of these before.
Well, today there will be something else. Oh, there he is. Another racer. A very friendly racer. The racers this year have been friendlier than usual, it seems.
That's funny.
He's very blue.
Yeah.
Here you go, brother. Ah, yes. The stack that doesn't look that good but produces snakes for some reason. There it is. Hello, brother. There we go, racer number 3 of the evening. All in the last hour or so, after finding none all day. Up this way. Oh, wow. Very nice. Pretty.
Yeah, I guess we're figuring something out for racers and...
Yeah, racers and coppers in the evening.
I love that.
Well, there's our third copperhead of the day, second one at this spot where we normally expect to see one or two. This guy's got the classic copperhead look to him. The rest of the body is a very different shade, and then the head is very classic copper. Very nice.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Whoa, double racer. Very nice. That's kind of ridiculous. All these racers and not a coach whip mixed in. I mean, finding this many snakes is always fun, so I wonder if he's going to go down that hole.
Yeah.
The one that's in shed hasn't even moved. No, doesn't want to go down the hole. All right, we'll leave him. All right, guys, well, it was a good day out here, especially since we started at noon and it ended up getting fairly warm today. So a lot of the day was really hot to be flipping tin, and we still found some pretty good stuff. So that being said, we are out of light, so I'm gonna wrap today up here, and I will see you guys next time I get out, which will probably be either tomorrow or the next day. All right, guys, it is the Eclipse. It's actually approaching right now. We're, I think, about an hour out from as close to an eclipse as we're going to get here in Georgia. And it appears that this guy actually just came out. He was not out before the eclipse started. I don't know if it's just now cooled off to the point where he feels like he needs to be basking or what, but that's my eclipse herp observation. It's going to be interesting to see what he does over the next 30 minutes to an hour as we move into up to like 85% eclipse here in Georgia. So not a total eclipse, but it's gonna get pretty dark, I think. It already feels a lot darker than it did just 20 minutes ago. So we'll keep an eye on this guy, see if he does anything interesting. And I'll probably throw this in at the end of the video that I upload after the eclipse. We're getting dark. Well, I wasn't wearing my GoPro, but we just flipped an Eclipse Kingsnake. We're a few minutes past the peak we got here in Georgia, which was only about 85%, but it's still very, very dim out here. And it's the middle of the day. So when I flipped this guy, the tin was cold to the touch, even though it had been sunny, you know, today prior to the eclipse. But it felt like I was flipping it first thing in the morning, and he was coming out of a hole underneath the tin. He actually almost got away from me. Really cool to find a king snake during the eclipse of all things. I wanted to try flipping some of my tin after we admired the peak of the eclipse for a moment, and sure enough, right here after the eclipse, we have a king snake. I didn't know if it was a recapture or not, but I did realize that it does have these neck speckles, and I think this is one that we found under our experimental flip earlier. But eclipse herping, there it is. All right, dude, here's a look at the sun as of now. Definitely starting to brighten up again, but very cool to actually get a snake. We will let him go back into the stack, which has not really produced much lately. So definitely cool to see a king using it.